Hey guys, it's another Let's Talk with Pete on the couch. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your family and friends, just family, however you celebrate it. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. Here are my nails. I made them short this time. This is a overlay. Bam, bam. These are my real nails. So those are my nails. Let's get into it. I backslided. Yes, guys, I backslided. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So I backslided, right? And it says in the Bible, do not go back. In the book of Genesis, when in Lot's stories, Lot took his 2 daughters and his wife. God said, do not look back. I'm destroying where you used to stay. Go here. Do not look back. Lot's wife looked back and she got turned into stone. Baby, I'm not turned into stone, okay? I'm not looking back. I'm not going back. So let me get into the story. So I guess I started back talking to, one of my older digs from back when, in my early 20s or whatever. You grow, you learn, you mature, you be better, right? And that's what I did for myself, right? You gotta listen to what people talk, and you gotta see their actions with your eyes. Not what you wanna see it, believe it, okay? Anyway, let's talk back to my old little digs or whatever, right? I know he's not meant to be in my life. I know he's not I can't talk. I know he's not meant to be my man, right? So one of the things that he said was like, you're Hollywood. I don't know what that means, but to me it's just like, I have my standards, of course. So that means that I'm up here, you're down here. Not saying it's not good, but you can't reach my standards, and I'm not finna meet you, him, or anybody else in the middle where I'm here, But anyway, he was just like, you Hollywood, I told him I am a child of God, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, I'm like, I just told him, like, if it's not meant to be, or if nothing or no one is meant to be in my life, God is going to let me know, regardless. If I want to see it or believe it, God is going to tell me, right? So he's like, well, I don't like when I tell people that I am a child of God, or men, preferably, they always try to use that to do some manipulation, right? But it's up to you. It's up to you to see that shit and get far from it. Because nobody, no one, nothing, not a thing, a person can take me away from God, okay? So let me get back to the story. So he was just like, God brought me into your life, back into your life, or this or whatever. I'm like, what you mean? He like, well, I reached out. And I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean? You're not the only one reaching out. You're not the only one with my number. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound cocky or nothing, but be fucking for real. Be anything. Be fucking for real with yourself, right? So I'm like, okay, right? So I'm just like, I already know, right? But this is where women go wrong. We always go into the pretense in a motherfucker, and pretense in a man. I'm not doing that shit no more. What a motherfucker show you is who they are. Believe them whatsoever. Ain't no way around it. It's nothing. It's just, it is what the fuck it is. Point blank, period. So that was that. Long story short, we ends up having sex or whatever. And it was just like, I ain't like it. I ain't want it. Because I know that you're not my man. I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, nah. I should never backslided. I should never did that shit. I came home. I had to forgive myself. I repented to God. I apologized to God for doing that. Right? You have to repent You have to ask God for forgiveness. You got to forgive yourself. That's the relationship that you're supposed to have with God, outside of praying for what the fuck you want or anything like that. You have to repent. You got to ask God for forgiveness, which He will give it to you, and forgive yourself. But you also have to learn from your mistakes, your mishap, going back, and other things. It's deeper than that, but that's not the conversation I'm having. But we as women be like, oh, the potential. I can see the potential. Ain't no fucking potential. Again, what you show me, it is what the fuck it is, regardless. I know he's not supposed to be in my life. So what's the point of continuing talking to him? I don't need to play with somebody. I don't want nobody to play with me. So why would I even go forward? Anyway, I came home, asked God for forgiveness, repented, took off the clothes I had. I just felt disgusted. I felt disgusted with myself, y'all. Like, I just felt very, very disgusted with myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's things that we want to do in our life. We want to move forward. We want to be a better person. And we can point the finger of a person doing this, whether it's a man or a female friend, whatever the case may be. But we have to do some self-reflection with ourselves, right? And it was just like, I just felt disgusted with myself, right? I felt disgusted with myself. And I was just like, yeah, this is not going to work. I know you're not my husband. I know you're not the person that's supposed to be in my life. So why self-sabotage myself in a time of weakness? Because that was weak. That was some weak ass shit, you know? Self-reflection. That was some weak ass shit. So why would I self-sabotage myself knowing, I know that this person not supposed to be in my life, and I self-sabotage that, right? Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it, men as well as too, because like I said in the beginning, I know I'm not the only person that went back to some shit that wasn't supposed to be in your life. I'm not gonna do that. I'm moving forward. I am a nurturing woman. I'm a very understanding woman, right? But I feel like I have done that enough in my life with people in my past, and I'm not there anymore. Not saying that I still won't be that same nurturing, understanding woman for my husband, but in some instances, just like you doing the nurturing, you doing the understanding, you doing the fulfilling, you doing the encouraging. It's just like, I want that shit for myself. I'm not getting that from that man, and I don't want him to change or play with God, or have an understanding with God, or have a love with God, or have a relationship with God for me, because I know that shit not real. That shit gotta be in you, on you, with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to use God as a manipulative mechanism to get with me or get between my legs or anything like that, right? Don't do it. I see through you. That was my weakness shit that I admitted to myself, and I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Do not put yourself of going back, because I look at my life and just, you should look at your life and see where you're going, where you want God to take you. What's your purpose? If it's not adding to you, subtract that shit. Point blank, period. You feel me? If that shit not for you, subtract that shit. And that's what I did. I subtracted him. He wasn't really in my life. I wouldn't say like that, because it's, you know, it was a moment type shit. But you ain't adding shit to me. I have made a certain lifestyle for myself, and I'm keeping that shit. My husband gonna meet me where I'm at. I don't have to down myself, downsize, do anything, because I know my husband is out there, and he's gonna meet me where I'm at. You feel me? So I know in some instance in your life, you done backslided when you shouldn't have, went back when you shouldn't have. Know someone or something is not for you or for your life. but you kept it because you telling yourself it can add, or you see the potential. Leave that shit where it's at, because it's not gonna help you. It's not helping you. It's not adding to you. Don't limit yourself for the bullshit, right? Because of loneliness. I want somebody, I'm sick of being single, I need somebody I can lay with, all that other shit. That shit don't mean nothing. Because you ain't doing but self-sabotaging yourself and making yourself weaker where you supposed to be getting stronger. Don't be no weak motherfucker for a moment. Don't be no weak motherfucker because you see the potential and there's no motherfucking potential there. And you know it. And you fucking know it. It's not for you guys. It's for me as well. You know? So stop setting yourself up for failure for motherfuckers that you know not supposed to be in your life, because that's not doing nothing for you. Okay? Be aware, self-aware. You know where you want your life to be. You know where your life is going. Signs gonna be there. Like I said before, listen to what a motherfucker saying. Listen to what a motherfucker saying to you. Listen to what a motherfucker how he's acting, or her is acting towards you. It's gonna be right there. You don't need to wait it out. You don't need to see. You see this shit. What the fuck? What else do you need to see? Nothing. Let that shit fly where it's at. Move forward with your life. It's someone that is out there for all of us. I know my husband out there. I apologize to my husband, and I don't even know who he is right now. But I'm sorry to my husband, right? Because I backslided. But that's not happening no more. I'm not backsliding. I'm not going back to old people that I used to talk to, because if it's meant, it will be meant. But I understand that some things need to stay in your past and not be in your now or your future. You guys need to understand that shit as well. So with that being said, love yourself. Make amends with God. Forgive yourself, because things are going to happen. You're not perfect. You're not supposed to. You may backslide more than once, but you need to forgive yourself. You need to see yourself. It needs to be some progression there. And it'll need to be a pattern, because again, you're just self-sabotaging yourself. So don't make it a pattern. Love yourself a little more every day. Right? Your husband, your wife is out there. Be that husband, that wife that you want your husband and wife to see, to appreciate, to love. Don't be going back because of a moment, because that moment don't mean shit. And like I said, I felt disgusted with myself. I don't want to feel disgusted with myself no more. So I'm not doing that shit no more. Until next time, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace out.